Good morning. How would you like a little reading from your metal dog today? I've got a lot of questions buzzing around in my head. We have Mercury going into Sagittarius, and this is like big ideas, maybe not a lot of facts, supposedly. We've got Neptune stationing direct, so you can hear Neptune slamming the brakes on. Kind of can feel powerful, dreamy, difficult actually also to come up with specifics, but this is big, dreamy ideas, the kind I like. So I wanted to see what the tarot wants to tell us about that on this November day. Okay, we are in Sagittarius season, and as I do this reading, it is Thanksgiving here in Flagstaff, Arizona. So we get the hearth. That's a very holiday feel. I see this really wise little baby and the sweet support of that dog and the fire. That fire that makes me think about creativity and inspiration. You know, I think we don't take the wisdom of the baby very seriously. I've been learning to take that kind of feeling that you come into the world and you have this wisdom maybe from a past life or the past place that you were as a consciousness. So that's all coming through here on this hearth image. Big kind of wise baby thoughts. And also you see how all those stars are coming out there. The dog also seems wise. You know, this is looking in to places that we don't usually look for wisdom. But also the card is about comfort and the hearth. On the bottom of the deck we have Earth. And this one is always talking to us. So let's see what these two have going on together. Interestingly, since we get this dog here, and my dog is wanting to be quite present here in our reading. He's looking forward to going over to some friend's house for Thanksgiving dinner. There's two dogs that he thinks are super cool. And of course I get to hang out with their cool humans. Let's see here. Yeah, the Wise Dog Tarot, I think I forgot to finish that thought, also wants to step in here as a part of the oracle to set the tone for this little reading. And if it feels rushed, yeah, this is the energy I'm in. This Eight of Wands, creative, communicating, acting. I feel this energy. It's wow, this adorable little dog running through the poppies. And it's an upward motion. Often the Eight of Wands is the wands are coming down, but we're seeing them going upward. So there's a feeling here again of going upwards. The sun is coming in really strongly for me in readings lately, which is in the tarot is the happiest card in the deck. It's authenticity and wish fulfillment. Leo energy, fire energy. There's lots of fire energy, will power here today. And on the bottom of the Wise Dog Tarot, a Four of Wands. Yes, more of this wands, fiery energy, authenticity like the sun. People that you get to be with who know you, who get you. This can be a partnership. It could be a larger community. Sometimes this card gets read as marriage, but in this more collective style reading, I'm going to interpret it as a broader community. But you, of course, can think about your love life always if you want. Okay. So we have Earth here, still kind of sort of is the context within which this fiery, youthful energy, and the reason I feel context. I just feel this is circling. So this is kind of this energy around this driven Mercury energy here. That's what I'm experiencing. Let's see. I keep doing this where I come to readings and I don't have like a set plan until I see the tone here set by the oracle cards I pull. And I like it. And then there's always a moment of anxiety when I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm letting the oracle kind of ask our question for us. Yeah, so I want to put down 4 cards, just a quick 4-card reading. I want to know really what the tarot wants us to know, and I'm going to be really open. We'll do like a past, a present, a future, and then what's hidden. So we're going to do that intuitively. Okay, so in the past, and this is a card that is so much about the past, the 6 of Cups can be a card about nostalgia, childhood. Maybe you're getting together with people from your past. It's also very much a card about the wisdom of the inner child, which reiterates that baby wisdom that I talk about. Like if you get in touch with the part of you, I call mine the golden baby, who is born golden, and this has to do with my own birth legend, I call it. The story that was told to me by my loving family about the day I was born, and that this beautiful golden baby that the nurses just thought was the cutest. Of course, I had to end up loving nurses and being a big queer. But anyway, so whatever it is, that story of your childhood, this is a part of this reading. So this is our past here. The present is a 4 of Cups. This is a sadder place. This is a place that you can get to later, where you have had loss or disappointment. I like this image. This deck is fantastic. My mom gave me this for my birthday. So you can see the sky has torn open and there's an eye peeking through, looking at this person who is a shadow, kind of a negative space within this. And the 4 of Cups is not a comfortable feeling. We had the 4 of Wands. This is a positive 4. The 4 of Cups is tending to focus on what's empty, and then there's usually one upright cup that's being offered. Here we have 3 cups that are surrounding this person who is using the 4th to water this rose. And so I feel like this card is already seeing us becoming conscious of using what we have to nurture what is, which is a positive reaction to disappointment. It's a gratitude shift. Like, okay, well, these things may not have worked out. These 3 cups, whatever they are, emotional commitments or things that meant something to you on an emotional level, they don't work out. And there's sorrow in that. But this person has taken the 4th cup and is with hope, with optimism, with gratitude, using that emotion to nurture this little rose. And so when I see the eye looking through, this is reminding me both of Mercury and of Neptune, and this kind of dreaminess and grandeur. It's a big space. It's out there in the cosmos. It's a big cosmic realization about gratitude here, which is one of those emotions that can be a little bit hard for us to embrace when we're not feeling great. The 4 of Cups is not a great feeling, and the solution is see what is, see what's there, see what's being offered, and focus on that instead. When you're still in the blues and somebody's like, well, why don't you do a gratitude list or something like that, it can be quite annoying. So what I'm seeing here is a little holiday blues, and some nostalgia for how it was when you were a kid and for what you imagined the world would be like. Look at that ship has butterfly sails. It's a very magical, nostalgic past, your childhood memory of how it was or how it should have been. And here you are, grown up, and you're doing your best, but it's a little bit lonely, a little bleak, and it's big. There's a big feeling here. All right, so what's hidden from you on this Four of Cups day is a Three of Cups. That doesn't seem too hidden. That seems like that's community. That's your friendships. That's if there's a break in your life, it's a reconciliation. This is a party. This could be the feast that you go to on this day. This is reiterating for me the Four of Wands feel that we got from this dog at the party where everybody gets him or her. There's these dogs here, definitely. I don't know if you can see my dog back there. No, you can't. Okay, the future is the Queen of Cups. Wow, lots of emotions today. It's all cups on the table. The Queen of Cups, she is the emotionally mature, receptive, available, open. She talks about herself. She's raising a cup here. She's toasting something, some kind of accomplishment. It's you, and you've come from this Four of Cups place into this Queen of Cups place. I'm just really noticing she's holding like a cool wand. It looks like it has a seashell. So that makes me think of her watery nature, but it also connects me to fire. I actually even think of the Queen of Wands because of that, what she's holding there. And there's lots of wands in your Wise Dog Tarot here, the Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands. So that's, and for me, like, the emotional realm is lacking unless there's some kind of passion, like creative spark, like that's, so I like that future. Yeah. Well, let's clarify this here. Let's see what we can know. I'm kind of curious, and I feel like I don't yet see what is going on here. I do see this smart little baby looking at me, knowing that I'm going to be able to understand the message here and bring it to you. And I feel the support of that golden dog, my own dog. The image for my tarot channel white is a golden dog. Ganymede, one of Jupiter's moons, and also a fantastic gay character, but I won't talk about that today. Okay, we want to shuffle a minute, and we're going to pull this, the Six of Cups. We're going to clarify that. I just saw a Three of Swords, so there's that. There's some kind of heartbreak here that is a part of the Four of Cups, I think. But let's see, the past. Oh, this energy is like, I'm sweating. I am a little rushed. I have somewhere I have to be. And I just had a fantastic workout at Orange Theory. So we get the Mother of Pentacles. There's a little fawn there. The mother. Oh, this is so interesting how your childhood is coming up in this supportive, loving place of authenticity and security, being protected. The Seven of Pentacles. This is doing the work, very, very 3D, waiting for the fruition, but just slow, steady energy. Pentacles underneath cups here, and then strength. This is your highest self. There's the sun and there's this fiery energy again. And in your from your fiery place, you can sometimes be too quick, hurt. But the strength card is about actually from your passionate, fiery self, from your lion's heart, to be as gentle as this lion has a rose in his teeth, and he brings love. So this past the Six of Cups here is it's sort of, I think the Seven of Pentacles is giving me a sense of like there's a long time ago where you felt the love of your mother, you felt surrounded by this strength of this lion, this loving, brave heart. And the Seven of Pentacles, it just gives me a sense of like time is moved on in many stages. It's like really, yeah, it is like your childhood is coming up here for us. And there's a feeling that we can have on the holidays of missing our mom, our dad, the family, our childhood, how things were. And I think nostalgia can come with a feeling of that we can idealize, but we also can feel that things didn't turn out the way they promised to turn out. And I feel that here. And there's something about like this wanting to return to what you knew when you were little, when you were very little, to that young baby wisdom. Like this fawn and this baby, they both have something that the cards want you to have again here. So in the present, here you are. You're in this much more somber, solitary place. And you're awakening to some kind of realization here. And maybe why this tarot will tell us a little bit more about that. The wild unknown. Tarot of the wild unknown. There's the Ten of Cups. That is beautiful, communal, rainbow. This is emotional fulfillment with others. The Nine of Cups is on your own, but this is with others. And that's so nice, since there's this very lonely feel, that there is this rainbow community here for you. There's also victory. There's a rising above to some personal individual achievement coming from wands, passion, creativity, that fire, the fire. I see that with this person who's watering this rose, like they have, and there's the Mother of Cups, who is your future, right? So that's the future card that we have here, Mother or Queen of Cups. So here she is actually reaching backwards towards the past with her wing on the table. This is the past, this way, even though we're in a mirror image here. So she's reaching back to the past towards the strength card on the table. And there is a feeling of flight, the sort of ascension, kind of victorious, rising from what is sorrow, with your heart, with your fire. And the past is where you're drawing this inspiration from. And that's why we have this little Eight of Wands. This is inspiration on the table here. Like, this is yay, fun. This is sort of this young, positive energy, and that is coming in through, it's on the table here in the Ten of Cups, the victory card of the Six of Wands and the Mother of Cups. She has lights lit up around her, all this color. There's color here in a deck that is fairly austere, and it is reminding us, it's focusing us again on this rose that you were watering here on the edge of this very empty planet. And this is coming from something that you are remembering from your past today. You're reaching back for that. and it's there for you, and it's inside of you, and it is the source of your victory, and it is what you're going to bring, I think, to this gathering here. Whether it's your feast, if it's a feast day for you, or there's some other event coming up where you're amongst others, in an emotionally open connection that you're having with other people from this today's or this moment as you get this reading, this solitude, you are reaching deep into yourself and cultivating this rose, this integrity, this rising from sadness of seeing the light, the rainbow light here. So this is what the tarot wants you to know that may be hidden from you, is that even though you're feeling alone at this moment, perhaps, there is going to be this Three of Cups, or let's see, what else? Another together, working with others here, the Three of Pentacles. Let's see what else. Judgment, Ascension. So yeah, I've really had this feeling because of the butterfly flying up from the wands. I do have you rising to your highest self. Like there's a sense of flight, of winged flight. And this little puppy here is going up, as I said before. So like there is like this feeling that you're coming out of something. You're reflecting on what you knew when you were a kid, and you're bringing that forward with you, and it's lifting you up. There's an uplift here. And then there's the Emperor as well. So here portrayed as this beautiful, I think of the ponderosa pine trees where I live. There's also an eclipse, and we are in a season of eclipses. And so they're being interpreted as kind of a big deal. In terms of like shedding light, like when the light goes away, that when the light returns, you see things that have been there, but you just didn't see them until they went away. And so we have this Emperor, who in tarot represents alpha, decisive, structural power, the institutional. I really don't get that feeling here. What I get the feeling here is where Earth is coming in for you, as the context in which you, I think, are moving in your life to an attentiveness to Earth with others. And that this is a return to something that golden baby you knew, the child in you knew, and that you're reaching back for that wisdom. You know, we go through this whole process of being trained, of becoming adults and being responsible and appearing capable, all of this proving of ourselves. And in that process, we may lose our childishness. And so this is saying reclaim that and bring it forward. You will find community with others who are going to be coming from, they're all carrying this cup, that she reaches back into the past for this cup, for this emotional truth. And here you are. This is what the tarot wants you to know. You're with other people. They all have their hearts, and they're all lifting their hearts, and you're working together. And I really see this as like, this is where I live. This is the mountain, it's the sacred mountain where I live. This is the pine forest that I live within on this mountain. And these are the basis for this community. This is what brings us together. And together with our hearts, we are ascending. We're going upwards here. Yeah. Okay. That has brought together for me the hearth, the earth, and the little dog here, the Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands. They're all coming together for me here as community, as upward motion. And it's supported by, and it's in the name of Earth. And the reason that we know how to do this is that we were reaching back for something that we knew the day we were born, when we were little golden babies. You knew this on the day you were born, and perhaps you've forgotten it. But it's in your heart. Like, I think of this thing that my yoga teacher talks about, which is the unstruck place that's in your heart. It's a place in you that has never been hurt, that doesn't quit, that is where we can find our will to live. Okay, just checking on my time. I have somewhere I have to be at noon. Okay, Queen of Cups, this is the future. This is you, or us, raising our hearts, our cups. It's like a toast. She's toasting us. She has the wand, so she has her fire and her water. This Queen of the Sea, Queen of Cups. Wow, okay, the world. If you don't already know it, you will soon know. You are complete, you are perfect, you are whole, you are like that golden baby. This world card in this deck is a beautiful card to tell you, to remind you, you are perfect as you are, and you were perfect on the day that you were born. And the living in this culture that we live in, it can tell us otherwise, but don't forget that. You're being reminded of what you knew the day you were born. The day that you were born. Even though there's lots of evidence that, like, if your mom didn't want you, or I feel sad about this, but like there's lots of evidence that like this shapes you as within the womb. But there's still that unstruck place in you that knows what this world card wants you to know, which is you are complete. Look, there's beauty, there's this rainbow color. It's a complete circle. There's kind of a suggestion of the snakiness, rebirth, and the flowers in the middle and the light. It's like an eyeball. The world card is about endings and beginnings and completions of a major cycle. But in this deck, it is also about that perfection that we are born to. So there's the Five of Pentacles. There's some sorrow here. And it also makes me see, this is the flower that is being watered here right now. This is that flower. And it just needs a little water. It needs a little love here. And it will open up like these cups that we keep seeing being held up. It opens up in this right now, this Four of Cups, this is where you are right now. You're watering this. Then what you should know is that there's going to be this community, this togetherness around our earth and our relationship to earth. And from that thing that we're all remembering that we forgot, we water this rose. And then the Empress. This is our earth. This is these two cards are basically the same person, the same character in the tarot. The Mother Earth right here. The Empress is sometimes about creativity that comes from the divine feminine. Remember, hidden we had the Emperor, so we have like the love of loves here, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, completion. Like I see this world here, what happens is we get in the future, we get this Queen of Cups, this heart-centered approach, and then we have completion, that is the world. And what this is, the Empress reiterates this, the bringing in of this loving, nurturing, kind. I keep getting this message that to be kind. This is coming in for us here. Wow, that's really beautiful. Just looking at the bottom of the deck here. Let's see if there's anything. That just gives me an Ace of Swords. It's kind of like, you're right. Yeah, I do see sadness. Yeah, I see. Well, there's a lot going on here. healing and passion, and this is more images of the eclipse, of sorrow. The Five of Cups, very much like the Four of Cups, but also we had this Five of Pentacles here. And I apologize for being a little bit rushed, but what I'm seeing here, there's your Three of Cups again. This is what the tarot wants you to know. I've mentioned the Nine of Cups, and there it is. And the Four of Cups again, along with the Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords. These are cards that are difficult. This is not easy. What you're going through today, how you're feeling, is not easy. The Seven of Swords says there's a secret here. There's something very deep, secret, and private. And I feel you are in that right now. This is you right now. And you're very beautifully, wisely watering this rose. It's almost like a message here. And this is funny because I watched a tarot reading this morning for Scorpio on Awakening to Spirit, which is my absolute favorite tarot channel. And she gave Scorpios a message of staying immature, even though you're responsible to be childlike. And that's coming through in this as well, that there is something that you knew when you were little, that your dog knows, I think. Like, what does your dog want to do? Your dog wants to go for a walk, wants to play, is present, loves you, like is devoted to you. And this is who you want to hang out with on your feast day here. So just remember to be good to yourself today. Just remember that you're perfect. You were born perfect. And with your heart, with your own kindness, really for yourself. To remember the golden baby that you were born as, the wise little baby. Remember what that baby knew and live from that. And there is something we're supposed to do for Earth together. That is bringing together and healing through love what needs to be healed. Yeah. So that is like this Mercury in Sagittarius message. It's big. It's a big idea, and not many specifics. So you have to fill in the specifics. And Saturn is in Aquarius, and Saturn is filling in the specifics. Aquarius is very much about envisioning and helping us come up with that plan that we need to do this. But today the message is just remember what you always knew, what you knew on the day you were born, when you were little. When you were this little fawn, snuggled up with your mama, and this lion with this rose for you. There's that rose again, the one that you're watering today. So I think you're already doing it. That's what the cards say. And keep doing it. Keep watering your heart and coming from love and being kind. That is the message I keep getting. And it seems obvious to me. But if you need a little confirmation, there you go. Have a beautiful day.